A very good evening to all of you friends. A very good evening to all of you. On behalf of the entire team at Gradeup, I take the privilege of welcoming each and every one of you for today's live session that we are conducting in our YouTube platform. The topic for today's discussion is AILET. Now, since AILET is just next door, you have an examination which is banging on your head, which is going to be conducted in this particular week itself. And in view of that, Gradeup brings to you this practice session question for your better understanding of AILET 2021. Now, I'm sure that a lot of you have already sat for CLAT 2021. Yes, CLAT 2021 was a moderate question paper with certain answers. There are certain questions about certain answers that the consortium has provided. Those questions will definitely be challenged and has already been challenged before the CLAT consortium. But right now, as a student who is preparing for a law entrance examination, the second most important examination is round the clock. So please forget about CLAT 2021. It is already in the past. What you need to look for is AILET 2021, which is scheduled to happen on 30th of July. So are you guys all ready to start your CLAT, your AILET 2021 preparation? Now, before I start with today's class, it is absolutely necessary that you guys think right now about AILET 2021. Whatever is done is already done insofar as CLAT 2021 is concerned. You have already given your answers. It is before the consortium now. They are definitely going to mark you on what you have written on 23rd of July. So right now, your concentration should be focused on AILET 2021. So today we begin a very important and a crucial session on how to practice what are the important types of questions that might be probably asked in your AILET 2021. Okay? Is that clear? Is that clear? So all of you, do not worry about CLAT 2021. It is already over. You are done and dusted with CLAT 2021. You should now look forward for AILET 2021. So let's begin. In today's class, we are going to solve certain legal reasoning questions insofar as AILET 2021 is concerned. Okay, but before that, some very important notification. Those of you who are planning for CLAT 2022, Gradeup brings to you two specific courses, one in English and the other one in bilingual, okay, for CLAT 2022 aspirants. Okay, so join the Preparation Booster 2.0 course with NLU experts in two different courses. Okay, one in English and the other one in bilingual. Now, in this course, you are going to get all your concepts from the scratch beginning. Okay, it will be guided by NLU faculties, NLU alumni, and you will get a progress assessment test and highly interactive doubt clearing session. The duration is 10 months. So friends, those of you who are preparing for CLAT 2022, here is your chance. So hurry up, join these enrollments as soon as possible. Gradeup also brings to you a 2-year long program for CLAT 2023 aspirants. So those of you who are preparing for CLAT 2023, Gradeup brings to you this 2-year long program for CLAT 2023. Join these courses as soon as possible by getting your Gradeup Super subscription. So once you get your Gradeup Super subscription, you can enroll yourself for n number of batches and n number of courses. Okay, you will be getting all the live classes whichever you want according to your schedule. Okay, so let's begin. With today's class. Read the principle, read the facts, read the option, and tell me what is the correct answer. Please read the question very carefully and tell me the correct answer, guys. Okay, very good, very good, very good. Now here is the principle which says a person cannot be punished twice for the same offense. Now here is a man who was carrying some extra amount of gold with him. On arrival, his gold is confiscated. His gold is confiscated under the Seas and Customs Act. Later on, he is punished under the Foreign Exchange Regulation Act. So these are two different laws, Seas and Customs Act and Foreign Exchange Regulation Act. So it cannot be said that the prosecution under the Foreign Exchange Regulation Act is vitiated because his gold has already been confiscated under the Seas and Customs Act. So the correct answer is option A. Option A happens to be the right answer. Am I clear? All of you. All of you. Okay, fantastic. Fantastic, guys. Great. Moving on to question number 2. Please tell me the correct answer. Please tell me the correct answer fast. Dipanshu says, okay, D. Sanita, D. Very good, very good, very good. Now, here is X belongs to a religious denomination W, where extremely, and he was very extremely critical about the head of his denomination. He alleges corruption on the part of the head, And also he challenges the interpretation of religious tenets by the head where under women's are exploited. So the head excommunicated X and ordered all his followers to boycott him. Now he files a suit in the court. Now, every citizen has a right to practice, profess, and propagate religion. He also has a right to manage their own affairs, managing their own religious affairs. So option A is correct. Secondly, he says that the head of the denomination is exploiting women. Now, this exploiting women is against public policy or public morality. So, X will succeed as his right to manage religion affairs has been contravened by the head. So, the correct answer is option D. Am I clear? Is that clear to all of you? Is that clear to all of you guys? Question number 3. Read the question very carefully. Okay, please tell me the correct answer. Now, the question relates to right to religion in one side, right to freedom of religion at one end, and uniform civil code in the other. Now, right to religion means every religion has a right to make its own rules. You have the right? Now, uniform civil code says irrespective of your religion, you will have same marriage laws, same divorce laws, same succession laws. Now, this UCC, Uniform Civil Code, and the right to freedom of religion, that means if I have my own religion, I have to practice, I have a right to practice whatever my religion says. Now, suppose there is a religion which says that you can have 4 wives at a point in time, 3 wives at a point in time, and the other religion says you can have only 1 wife at a point in time. So that's called your freedom of religion. Now, if you have a uniform civil code, then your freedom of religion is violated. So the correct answer to this question is the law is violating the right to freedom of religion as the Uniform Civil Code is impeding the personal laws of X drastically. Okay, am I clear? So the correct answer is option C. Is that clear? Moving on to question number 4. Now, here is a man who has made a tweet saying collapsed government infrastructure is the result of a deteriorated health sector in India. And he is booked under certain laws. Now, because you have expressed your freedom of speech, can you be booked? No, you cannot be. You can definitely have a right. Your right to freedom of speech and expression, which is guaranteed under Article 19, means you can be critical about government. You can be critical about governmental policy. But that doesn't mean that you can be booked under a particular law. It amounts to violation of your Article 21 and your Article 19 rights. So both A and B are correct, and hence the correct answer is option C. Article 19 guarantees freedom of speech and expression. You have a right to be critical. No problem about that. Question number 5. So in a case of defamation, what is defamation? If you are lowering the reputation of one person in the eyes of a third party. Now here are two people, X and Y. There is no publication. There is no publication, and henceforth the correct answer is option A. Y will not succeed because there was no publication. There was no publication of the letter, of the defamatory statement. Am I clear? Is that clear? Moving on to question number 6. Now here is a case where someone is trying to slap someone and the other man picks up a gun and shoots the other. Now what is private defense? There has to be use of reasonable force. Use of reasonable force. Now, if I am trying to slap Mr. X and Mr. X picks up a gun and shoots me, is it use of reasonable force? No. It is not use of reasonable force. So, the correct answer is option D. It is the response is out of proportion. You are using excessive force. You are using excessive force. Am I clear? Have I made myself clear to all of you? Have I made myself clear to each and every one of you? Okay. So those of you who are preparing for AILET will now be in a position to understand that these are the types of typical AILET questions that come in your legal reasoning section. Is that clear? Okay, so do not worry, just know how to solve questions. That will become easy for you. Okay, everything will become easy. Okay, question number 7. So when you enter a bus and you keep the door open, you are supposed to close the door after you have entered the bus. Now generally the rule is when a bus stops, you open the door, you enter and you close the door. Now if you fail to close the door and as a result of which someone is injured or hurt, are you liable under the principle of negligence? The answer is X is liable because he had a duty of care towards the passerbys by keeping the door open. By keeping the door open, you have violated your own duty of care towards another. So the correct answer over here is option C. Is that clear to all of you? Is that clear? Okay, fantastic. Okay, so the correct answer is option C. Question number 8. Now here is what we understand as an act of God. A natural activity with an unnatural force. A natural activity with an unnatural force. Okay. Now in case act of God is a defense. Now it is a defense in law of tort. Act of God is one of the defenses. Act of God is one of the defenses in civil wrong. Okay. So the correct answer to this particular question, question number 8, is X is not liable because it was an act of God and it has caused damage. Now it was the heaviest in human memory. This rainfall was the heaviest in human memory. It broke bridges. It broke embankments. Okay. Am I clear? So the correct answer is option D. Am I clear to all of you? Is that clear? Is that clear to all of you guys? Okay. All of you. Very good. Very good. Very good. Question number 9. Please tell me the correct answer to question number 9. Please. Very good, very good, very good, very good. I'm getting good answers. Very good. Question number 9. Murthy is not liable because he could not have foreseen such a bloody consequence out of his struggle to enter into the train. Now, you are trying to enter into a train and such a huge mishap happens. He accidentally pushed another passenger carrying a load in his head. The passenger fell down and sharp instrument contained in his head and several people are injured. This cannot be foreseen. This could not be foreseen. So the correct answer is option C. Am I clear to all of you? Okay. Very good. Question number 10. Okay, very good, very good. Now, it's a very simple question. 7 years, under 7 years. The principle says nothing is an offense which is done by a child under 7 years. You just have to calculate. Is he 7 years? He is under 7 years. 01/01/2014 to 30th 12 2020. He is just 1 day lesser than 7 years. 1 day. He is 1 day less than 7 years. So under the law, he has committed no offense. Am I clear? Very simple question. It's not a difficult question at all. Not a difficult question at all, guys. So when you are appearing for these kind of examination, an AILET examination, these will all be principle and fact based question. So when you are attempting a principle and a fact based question, your mind should only focus on the principle and the facts. Do not go here and there. Okay. You will also be getting legal knowledge based question. Okay. Legal knowledge based question like what is the meaning of a particular legal maxim? What are important things? So yes, legal knowledge questions also do play a very, very important role. Now let's understand question number 11. What does this maxim mean? Please tell me the correct answer. Very good, very good. I'm getting good answers. The laws are adopted to those cases which occur more frequently. Option B is the right answer. Option B happens to be the right answer. Very good, very good, very good. Now, remember, it is an AILET examination you will be getting. You should prepare yourself for these kind of questions also. You cannot miss these questions. You have to know important legal maxim. You have to have good legal knowledge. Okay? Question number 12. Okay, very good. It means it is the duty of a judge to decide a case according to the rights of a person and accordingly provide justice. It is the duty of the judge to prefer equity to strict law. So the correct answer is option A. Option A is the right answer. Am I clear? Very good, very good, very good. That's good. Am I clear? So if you are understanding the kind of questions that we are discussing right now, you will be in a position to do well in your AILET question. Okay? AILET paper is a little different from CLAT, so be prepared for that. Question number 13. Which of the following statements are correct in a parliamentary form of government? Which of the following statements are correct? Presence of a nominal and real executive? Yes. Majority party rules? Yes. Collective responsibility of the executive to the legislature? Yes. Membership of the ministers in the legislature? Yes. So the correct answer is option D. D is the right answer. Option D happens to be the right answer, friends. Okay. Question number 14. Which constitutional amendment recognize the Panchayati Raj system of rural local government in India by adding Part 9 and Schedule 11 of the Indian Constitution. Now, Panchayati Raj system was given a constitutional status by the 73rd Constitutional Amendment of 1992. Am I clear? The 73rd Constitutional Amendment. Very good. The 73rd Constitutional Amendment. Very good. Okay. Moving on to question number 15. Directive Principles of State Policy, nomination of members to the Rajya Sabha and the method of election of the President has been borrowed from which constitution? Now, whenever Directive Principles of State Policy comes in the question and they ask you from which constitution, your answer should be the Irish Constitution, the Constitution of Ireland. Am I clear? The Constitution of Ireland. Okay. So, friends, today we bring to you some of the practice questions which is absolutely necessary for you to practice for AILET 2021. You have an examination just this weekend. Just this weekend you have an examination. So definitely, friends, do like the session, do share this session with your friends, and definitely download the Gradeup app so that you do not miss on the live classes that we are conducting for CLAT and AILET. Okay, definitely follow those. Okay, so thank you very much. At 9 o'clock today, I will be coming live with explaining you the CLAT procedure for getting into the top law schools of the country. Okay, so today I am going to talk about the counseling process of CLAT 2021 at 9. So do join me at 9 for this very important session. With this, we come to the end of today's class. Thank you very much. I wish you all the very best. Tomorrow, same time, I shall come again with the second part of legal apt reasoning question for AILET part 2. Tomorrow at 7 o'clock again. Till then, bye-bye. Take care. All the very best. All the very best. Thank you.